The killer has been out for like 2 days. Could we stop with the bitching? So this video was going to be very, very differently. I had done something that I thought was fairly interesting where I actually talked to you guys while I was trying to go for Kaneki's Adept. That was going to be the original video. It was going to be 3 games, and I was giving commentary on both how I was playing the game and things that I was noticing while I was playing the game about the character, and I thought it was going to be a really interesting look into the character. I thought it was a different way to do a character analysis. But the character has been out for like less than 2 days at the point of me recording this. I'm recording this at Jesus Christ, 3 o'clock in the morning on April 4th, right? So I'm probably going to throw this in the editor and you guys are going to see it like, you know, a couple hours or something. But it's been less than 2 days, and already there are just dozens and dozens of TikToks and posts on Reddit and just non-stop complaining about Kaneki from the Survivor side, and I am just so tired of this. This happens every single killer release. Every single time a killer gets changed or added to the game, the cries, the absolute whining before anyone has ever even taken a chance to try to figure out how to play against the new killer. There's just constant whining and complaining. He's OP, he's broken, shut up. Oh my God. Kaneki is not OP. He's not broken, and no, he cannot hit you from behind walls. Let's break down the complaints first, and then we're gonna get into like how I actually fully feel about this character, where I'm actually gonna show you guys the games that I was talking about showing you today, okay? So first off, Kaneki is the first, not accurate to say the first, Kaneki is a hit scan character. If you do not know, every other killer in the game, except for one, is a projectile character. That means whenever their ranged attacks go to hit you, those ranged attacks have a travel time. We're talking Huntress Hatchet, Artist Crows, Trickster Knives, Deathslinger's Gun, Dracula's Hellfire, Pyramid Head's Judgment. If you want to count Nurse as a ranged character when she teleports to you, right? It's got travel time. Every other thing in the game has travel time. Houndmaster's, well, Hound, Vecna's Skeletons, right? Every other thing that hits you from a range has a travel time. The only other thing in the game that is hit scan is Singularity, but the reason people don't really notice the Singularity's hit scan and the way that it acts is because it doesn't damage you, and it also doesn't hold you in place for a second. So if you're not aware, the difference between projectile and hit scan within video games is a projectile has travel time. It takes time to leave the character and get to the place where it is heading, but hit scan is instant. I don't know if you heard that. Instant, right? It, as soon as you click wherever the crosshair is, that is where the damage or the instance occurs, right then and there. So with, oh, what was that? So with Singularity, in the past, if you go to round a corner and as you're rounding the corner, Singularity clicks onto your body when his thing is green, he will instantly teleport to you even though you're still rounding the corner. The same thing happens with Kaneki or the Ghoul. When the teeth are on there and Kaneki clicks the button, he is already hitting you. The reason it looks like you're being hit around corners is because the animation of him getting to you has to play, but the instant of damage has already happened, right? So it looks weird and it feels weird, but it has to work that way because, and I saw a post on the DBD Kill Killers subreddit that kind of perfectly broke this down, and I can't find it right now, so I'm just going to summarize it from memory. But basically, if the power didn't work this way, it would have to work one of two ways. Either one, it would have to be that if Kaneki clicks on you when he sees the teeth and you round a corner, then it instantly stops the power and Kaneki doesn't get the hit. This would not only feel bad for the killer, but it would also significantly bring down his power level, because I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a lot of obstacles in this game, and breaking line of sight to the killer is really fucking easy, okay? But number two, the other option is to pull you back from around the corner, which would negate distance that you've made, and then play the animation, which would then feel bad from the survivor side. So how he works now is how he has to work. I get that it doesn't feel right at first, but I promise you that everything that you have a problem with in regards to this power and how it works is an illusion. Okay, you are not losing distance when you get hit by Kaneki's tentacle grab thing, because the animation that Kaneki is locked into is so unbelievably long, and you make a massive amount of if you instantly start running the second you regain control of your character, you make so much distance while Kaneki is stuck in his little lick his palm type of bullshit. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is there is counterplay. This character's counterplay acts a lot like the nurse or Blight or Billy, where you have to use your environment a hell of a lot more than most other killers, right? When Kaneki is going to leap for you, first off, I want you to understand that auto lock on, you may think that it's overpowered because you sometimes get injured. Let me tell you something. When the survivors are playing the game correctly and they're not wasting time healing and they're spending time on gens and things like that, that auto lock on can fuck you so much more than it actually helps you. But anyway, the point is that you can stop Kaneki from damaging you by blocking his line of sight. I'm gonna try to find it in the games that I was playing, but there was this point on Haddonfield where I was trying to lock onto this Sable and she kept using the car to like break my LOS, so I couldn't get the teeth over her so that I could actually damage her. That was really good counterplay. On to the other types of counterplay. Kaneki does have counterplay, guys. Guess what? You already know it. It's just like the Legion and just like the Plague. Don't waste your time healing. Kaneki's biggest strengths is that he can get across the map in seconds. And that ability to get across the map in seconds means that he is able to chase down and injure you very quickly. So if you waste all of this time healing, then he's just going to re-injure you with his power. Whereas if you don't heal, yeah, he might still attack you with his power to get his little enraged mode so he can have 3 leaps, but those leaps are not easy to use. And I can tell you right now from experience that good survivors can outplay Kaneki. No, he is not a solo Q stomper. That's not how he works. The way he works is that he is an M1 killer that he kind of plays like Blight, but not quite to the amount of control that Blight has, right? Blight has a lot of control with his bumps that allow him to like micromanage the way he navigates a loop, whereas Kaneki can get slingshot much further than he thinks he's going to. There's a lot of micromanaging when you're facing a Kaneki and like trying to force him to sling forward and then doubling back so that you can get away from him, or maybe getting over a safe window or a safe pallet, because his vault is actually not that fast. When he vaults with his tentacles, it's way slower than you think it is. So you're basically playing against an M1 killer that can sling himself across longer loops, right? So he can play long loops a little bit better than most killers. But at the end of the day, I promise you guys, he is not that strong. You just haven't played against him enough, and he hasn't been out long enough for content creators like Otts and Hens and other educational creators to teach you how to play against him. But I promise you, after playing Kaneki for a good portion of the past day and a half, I can promise you that there is counterplay to him. Now, with all that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the other 3 games. If you don't want to watch them, that's fine. You know, big thank you to my channel members as always. You're welcome to end the video here. I know I've already been rambling for like 10 and a half minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and show you the original games that I wanted to show you for this video. And they're all timestamped down below if you want to come back to it later. But I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoy the games. That's my rant. Goodbye. Hey everybody, so we're about to get into a game trying for the Kaneki Adept. We actually got it earlier this morning, but for some reason Behavior didn't actually put the achievements on Steam until like 2 hours after the update had released. So fuck me, I guess. If my normal stream goers are wondering if you missed a stream or something, you didn't. I just took some allergy pills, and they usually take about like 30 to 45 minutes to kick in. So I didn't want to do a stream that only lasted 30 to 45 minutes. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why there wasn't a stream. That's why there wasn't a stream about this. But I still wanted to make some content out of playing the Ghoul. I had some games where I played it. I want to just kind of give my thoughts for you guys as well. This is a combination video, right? It's a what are my thoughts on the Ghoul slash getting the achievement. My thoughts on the Ghoul really haven't changed that much from the PTB that I did. I still think the Ghoul is incredibly fun. I will say that, like, I'm in the same camp as Pixel Bush, where I'm just so sick of dash killers, man. Like, I feel like so many killers released, so many killers in the cast are just dash killers. That doesn't mean I don't like playing them. I want to see like more creativity on display. And that's kind of like my problem with Kaneki, or the Ghoul, I should say, is that it's just like, it's not as creative as one would like. But at the same time, like, what else were they gonna do, right? Like, when you think of an anime killer, it's a dash killer, right? Like, what else are they gonna do? You know, what else are they? How else are they gonna move this character around the block? You know, like, it's just when you think of anime, everything's a dash killer, right? Like, they're just okay. Hello, Kate. You know, they're just there's not much you could do about it, and that's kind of where I'm at, where I wasn't really thrilled to get another dash killer, but the Ghoul is fun. The Ghoul is fun, and she is interesting, or they are interesting, I should say, because I did buy the Rise skin, because I like playing female characters. Incoming egg comments. I promise I'm not a trans woman. At least I haven't gotten to the point where I feel like one anyway. Why can I not lock onto these cars? Oh, you have to be a certain distance away. I didn't know that. Oh, very good by the Sable. She's making sure to break line of sight so that she doesn't feed me my power. I'm gonna chase that Vittorio away, come back a little bit. Ooh, there we go. Nice. So yeah, so like I'm not really big on the fact that we've got another fucking dash killer, but again, at the same time, it does feel good. It does feel good to play. I think there's a little bit of clunkiness where I will have times where I'll like I was telling chat today, it reminds me of the Singularity, where I'll have the red target, so it would be like, oh, okay, I can latch onto this wall, and then I'll click it and it'll suddenly turn white and the game will just tell me to go fuck myself. So there's a little bit of weirdness with the targeting, I feel like. But outside of that, I played quite a few games of Kaneki today, and it was fun. It was fun, it was interesting. I fucked that up. It was fun, it was interesting. Like I said, there's just a little bit of clunkiness. Not a lot. There's not a ton of it, right? It's not like Houndmaster was on her release, where she just felt very unintuitive. Kaneki, or the ghoul, does feel good. I keep saying Kaneki because like that's the character, but I'm technically playing Riza. I don't know her name. The purple haired chick. I bought her skin. So anyway, like I was saying, yeah, that's my thoughts. It's really fun character, really interesting, incredibly high skill floor. Like stupid high skill floor to an absolutely insane degree. I saw that blast mine, asshole. Like just to a stupidly high degree. Like this skill floor is absolutely insane. And to be completely honest with you, I can see the amount of people who are going to call this killer weak simply because they don't understand how to use the killer. But I can tell you right now that this killer is not weak. Like, once you climb the skill floor for the ghoul, you're gonna find a very powerful killer behind it. Now, is it like so powerful it could be a problem? No. I would say that I would say that the ghoul is about S tier. I would say the ghoul's about B tier. The ghoul is not S tier. Do not take that. The ghoul's about B tier. I would say somewhere about mid to high B. Once you get over the skill floor, you're just gonna find a lot of like the map mobility is just insane, right? Like the map mobility is tantamount to like Blight's map mobility. It's just absolutely fucking crazy. The speed at which you can just trap survivors into this like lose-lose situation is pretty insane. But getting to that point is so difficult, right? Getting to that point is just such a pain in the ass. I was testing other builds earlier, and I think you're gonna find perks like coup de grace, bamboozle, blood favor, you know, these like really powerful chase perks are gonna pretty much be the way that you handle this killer, which kind of sucks because none of this killer's perks work super well with them, which is just a damn shame. I don't know why behavior always insists on releasing perks that the killer, like releasing killers with perks that the killer can't use. They did it with Bubba, like both Franklin's and Knockout only work with fucking with basic attacks, and Bubba is an M2 killer. They did it with a couple others. I can't think of it off my top of my head right now. Well, Knockout's not an M1 perk anymore, but yeah. Also, like, even Barbecue and Chili is kind of technically like a perk Bubba can't use very well because he doesn't have a lot of map mobility, so he can't... oh, shit, I missed that. So he can't, like, use, like, Barbecue and Chili that well either. And Kaneki's the same way, man. Like, he's not a M2 killer in the sense that, like, oh, he needs to, he's not an M2 killer in the sense that, like, he can only use his M2. But he's an M2 killer in the sense that, like, he's not going to be doing a lot of damage with his M1. Like, his M1 is used for downs, and that's it. Oh my god, they finished that. His M1 is used for downs, and, like, from that point on, like, what are you going to do, right? So yeah, so I think that it's kind of a shame that the perks for Kaneki just aren't as good as they should be, for him specifically. Like, I don't think they're bad perks necessarily. Ah, shit, I fucked that up. I don't think they're bad perks necessarily, but they're not good. You know, especially like for Kaneki, they're just not good. Like, even, like, I don't think a single one of his perks is good for him. Like, the pickup perk is the most like, who gives a shit perk in the entire world. And then Kaneki doesn't really thrive in the in-game. He's not really an in-game killer. So like, who gives a shit about that? And then like his hex is based off fucking basic attacks. So like, who cares about that, right? Like it's one of those things where it's like, you know what I mean? I get the Renato! Hi-yo! But yeah, like it's literally one of those things where it's like, it doesn't, to me, it doesn't feel like any of these perks really match the ghoul. And so I'm just not, you know, I'm not really, I don't know, man. I don't know. But we missed that one, so I'll see you guys in the next game for another attempt at the Adept. Hopefully we perform a little bit better than this, but I still have a lot to learn about this killer. I'm not really happy with this map. We learned earlier that this map is not really good for the ghoul, and I'm gonna guess that most indoor maps aren't gonna be that great, because there's too much stuff for you to snag yourself on when you're trying to leap. So I'm gonna guess that most indoor maps are gonna not be that great for the ghoul. So yeah, thankfully we have a no mither gamer, which might help us get our adept. But yeah, indoor maps are really not that great for the ghoul, just because there's too much stuff that you can snag yourself on. You're not able to really go too far. Oh my god, that slide. That is, yeah, that was bullshit. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was complete bullshit. There is a bit of a problem where if you have like this huge buffer with the teeth, with the Kaneki's grab, you have this huge buffer, where you can like click it and they will keep moving and then it'll register that you clicked it, and it's not a ping issue. You can like, it's really not a ping issue. It is literally just how this power works, where you can activate your grab from insane like angles and stuff, and you just like, it's, oh dude, like I just really would not I just would really be careful. Ooh, I didn't like that. Ooh. And we got everybody injured. I actually don't remember who I fucking was it the Cheryl that I just hooked? It might have been. But we got good pressure going right now. We've got everybody injured. Let's go ahead and break this pallet, I think. I kind of hate this map so much. Okay, bringing me into teabagging me and then bringing me into a dead zone is an interesting choice. I think she's just trying to draw aggro away from her teammate, which, you know, I'm not gonna fault her for. It's just, it's interesting to teabag me and then bring me into a dead zone. So, you know, fascinating stuff. But anyway, oh, okay, yeah, we're getting some good pressure here. I'm really happy with this. Also, I'm gonna warn you guys right now, I'm gonna be a little bit scummy and attempt to slug for the 4K, because truth be told, I want this adept. I don't want to like struggle with this adept. I don't want to, you know, be on it all night or whatever. So yeah, see, that right there, that's what I was talking about in the in the last game that I was playing, where I would have like the red mark, and what the fuck? I would have like the red mark, and I would go to press it, and then the game would just like tell me to off myself. It was kind of weird. This room is so goofy. Just a goofy room. So yeah, so that's a little bit of a problem. I think there's definitely some quality of life changes they can make to this killer, both for the killer and the survivor. Like I said, the teeth needs to definitely be looked at, like being able to like latch your teeth onto somebody when like there was just no fucking shot in hell you should have been able to do that is a bit of a problem. The red mark suddenly going away randomly when you go to click is a bit of a problem. And I will say that I would like a toggle option to take the auto aim off, because the auto aim can cuck you sometimes. Like you'll go to slingshot yourself, and it'll like latch onto the survivor instead. And so you'll fuck up your slingshot and it's just bad, man. Oh, I fucked that up. That's okay. Don't worry, chat. I'm Bloodlust 1 million. Chat. There is no chat. I'm not live. God damn, dude. I had all that fucking pressure in the beginning, and they still look at that. They still finished a bunch of gens super fast. And then there's one right here that's almost done. Oh my god. Holy shit. I had all that pressure in the beginning, and I'm still getting fucking rolled over on this. God damn, dude. Oh, nice. See if we can get back to that gen quickly. Ooh. Come on, where are you at? There you are. Oh, she just W keyed. Oh, damn. Okay. Woo! And I hear a gen almost done right here, too. Jesus Christ. Fuck me, dude. Oh, man. I would love to tunnel somebody out here, but fuck, dude, I don't think I can. I mean, everybody's on death hook right now, but Jesus. Fuck, I'm just getting mollywopped. Does anyone else feel like survivors are much faster when you're not playing Survivor? I literally can't do anything. That gen is too close to completion. If I commit too much, then they just go back and finish it. I literally can't do anything. Yeah, this is just another loss. Holy fuck, dude. That's another problem I have with Kaneki, where, like, I will fly much further than I expect to. See, like, I didn't want to do that, but I did anyway, and now I got punished for it because of the auto aim. Like, the auto lock on. Yeah, there's just really nothing I can do. All right, this is our third attempt at the Adept. I'm getting more and more frustrated that behavior did not put the Adepts in when the killer dropped, because I already got this freaking thing, but now we don't have it. So I'm getting a little bit more aggravated. I'm gonna be honest with you, if I fail this one, I'm just gonna go to bed. And you guys probably aren't gonna see this in a video, so. I saw somebody over here. Oh, damn it. Oh my god, dude. No, I wanted to latch on to the... Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm getting frustrated. When I say that this killer has just a stupid hard to learn power, dude. I mean it is a stupid hard to learn power. Like this, you will find yourself... You'll find yourself fucking yourself with this power so hard in the learning curve, man. Like it is bad, dude. You'll fling yourself too far. You will like it's the power's not bad. The learning curve is bad. Like trying to learn how to play this killer is just a nightmare, dude. And then like it's similar to Legion in that you got to play half the game as an M1 killer, except Legion has like a lot more like Legion is a lot more like okay, like that. Like what else am I gonna do there except fucking die or not die? Get pallet stunned. Like there's 77 billion pallets. And then this one just got for the people by the Fung. Drop this pallet. Thank you. I was trying to get to her faster. I should have just left the Yui whenever I saw the aura for this Auta. And now she's at Shack, which is just not a good place to be right now. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm honestly freaking out. Like I know I already got a kill, but I can promise you that that does not matter right now. I can promise you that that kill does not matter right now because I literally have no pressure on any one of these other ones. And it's just not looking good, man. Like, they make it so far after the grab, and they keep making it to these really safe areas, and I just don't know what to do at that point, man. Like, I feel like I'm waiting for them to make mistakes. The key to killer gameplay is forcing mistakes on survivors, right? You have to force the survivor into a bad position, and that's how you play killer. But if you don't manage to do that, if you don't manage to force them into a bad position, then you kind of just, like, you're just waiting for them to make mistakes. And when you're waiting for them to make mistakes, that screws you, like 100%. How is she so fast? Life? I feel like that was Life. I fucked up by not... Oh, no, I didn't. There's no pallet here. Good. So yeah, so like, it's just like, you find yourself in this position like so often where you're just kind of fucked because like you don't really know what to do. And that's like, the learning curve for this power is just so obsessively high. Like, the comparison to Legion was like pretty obvious from the get-go, but honestly, I think that the injury potential for this killer is worse than Legion. Like, genuinely, I think the killing potential for this killer might be worse than Legion. Because, like, when Legion injures people, he injures them bop, 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 like back to back to back to back to back to back to back. But the Ghoul doesn't. The Ghoul doesn't injure people back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And I'm sure you can with the Ghoul. I'm sure it's possible. But I personally am not able to... I haven't mastered the Ghoul to that potential yet. And I think that's really the problem right now. Oh, I need to back up so she doesn't get anti-camp. Is she even going to try to 4%? She might not. She might have went AFK. Okay, maybe I worried for nothing. Wait. All right, we're good. Woo! Okay, I worried for nothing. I was like, oh man, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. No, we did it. We got lucky, basically. They fucked up majorly, and that was our ticket. So, Bruno, Leonard, Mage Road, Iron Fist, thank you guys. Your mistakes won me the game. I appreciate it. Because I did not do that at my own skill level. I actually played very badly there. I played really badly there. So yeah, we got the Adept. Let's go. Let's go. There it is, baby. There's the Adept. We got it. Woohoo! Alright, well, yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.